Hi, thanks for clicking on the link to this video. Well, as you can see, I'm back out again. This time I'm doing an overnighter in another local woodland. It's been pretty dry for the last 6 weeks or so. A lot of the undergrowth that was giving me cover in the location I was using has thinned out, died off. A lot of the leaves are shriveling up. It's just been really dry. It's been cold but dry. According to the weather report of the last couple of days, that's all going to change soon. I think it was going to rain yesterday. It didn't rain. There might be a shower tonight. It was going to rain a lot tonight. About 24 hours ago the forecast was for it to rain a lot tonight, but again it's been reduced to about a 5% chance of showers. Tomorrow it's still currently likely to rain. I suppose we'll see. The Bureau of Meteorology, BOM, might change their mind again. We'll see what happens, what it's like in the morning, but for the time being it's quite warm. And I've found a new location, a little bit more isolated. This one is near, there's a house about 100 meters away from me, so I better not talk too loudly. There's a suburban park about 50 meters in front of me, but it's pretty quiet here. I don't anticipate being disturbed. It's a very quiet location. It's a little bit bumpy where I've found. Well, it has the advantage of being a little bit more open than my last location. That could at times feel quite claustrophobic. I tended to be tripping over the edges of the tent and so forth when I was making breakfast or dinner. Here I've got a bit more room to move. The only hassle is that there's a house in that direction, not very far away at all. Anyway, it's pretty much at the end of a street. There's nothing next to it, so apart from that I'm all alone. I haven't heard any dogs barking yet, so probably pretty safe here. It's quite a nice woodland. Again, you can hear traffic noises in the background, but there's not many places within an urban environment where you can't hear traffic. I'm still looking, but we can live in hope. It certainly has a lot of there's a lot of bird song here. Anyway, I'm going to set up the tent and I'll bring you back after I've done that. Okay, well you can see I'm all set up. It's looking west and the sun's going down quickly now. What's the time? It's about 20 to 5, which means I'm going to lose light in about half an hour, 3/4 of an hour at the most. See, if I look the other way, you can see that this bushland is a bit thinner because we're looking right out at there. You might be able to see light in the midway up the trees, so we're not very far away from the suburb. There's not much down there. There's a playground and a sports ground. Anyway, I anticipate it being a fairly quiet night, at least I hope that to be the case. I suppose we'll find out in the morning. Anyway, I'll show you around my gear. It's pretty much the same as always, but so outside the tent I've got dinner, a mac and cheese, Hexaman stove, my trusty pot to boil water. I just noticed that I'm down an arm, so that'll be a bit of a nuisance. I'm sure I'll be able to make do. Hopefully the arms of the stove or the handle is at home. We'll see. Brought a litre of water with me. So inside the tent, apart from a bunch of mosquitoes, there's a floor mat, the self-inflating mat, climate mat, Aegis Max sleeping bag, an Aegis Max bag liner, and a beer here, bit of a first aid kit there, my flannelette shirt and tracksuit pants to sleep in, SOL bivvy, just in case it gets a bit cold. I've got some coffee and muesli bars and so forth, cup, some biscuits, a jumper and a waterproof jacket. That's pretty much it. I'll just close this because in winter around here it can get down to 8, and it has been getting down to 8 until about 3 or 4 days ago. The Bureau of Meteorology, because we're getting a bit of cloud cover, is talking about 13 or so degrees, 12 or 13. Maybe with the kit I've got, I've probably overdone it. I might be able to sleep with the sleeping bag open if I wear my tracksuit pants and flannelette shirt. I'm actually sweating now, and this is winter in Brisbane, and I'm in short sleeves, as you can see. I was watching this mosquito. I was watching a wild camping video out of the UK last week, and they were talking about how it got down to 3 degrees overnight, and that's summer. It never gets down to 3 degrees here. It was about 24 today, mainly cloudless until about an hour ago. They're not predicting any showers overnight, or there's a very low chance. I'm going to sign off for a while, and I'll bring you back when I'm making dinner. Hopefully I can use my my cooking pot to do that. I should be able to. I've got a beer wrapped up in a tea towel. I'll be able to use the tea towel to hold the pot if worse comes to worse. But I think in keeping with the stealth theme of this particular camp, I'm going to boil up some water now to cook that mac and cheese. I'll lose the light fairly quickly, and it's just a smart thing to do to boil the water now while I've still got light. The Hexagon stove does make a fair bit of light. So I also have a Cooper's Pale Ale to wash dinner down with. Should be a good night. Anyway, I've put the fork on the lid to keep it down, to keep the heat in. It's just curling up at the edge there. The instructions call for it being microwave for 90 seconds. What I'm going to do, I've put the about 240 mils of water in there. I know that pasta cooks in 8 or 10 minutes, so I'm just going to leave it closed for 8 or 10 minutes, and then I'll add the cheese when it's hopefully cooked. I'll bring Cheers. You can see I'm losing light fast. The mac and cheese is almost ready, I think. I'm going to go inside the tent and eat in there. I've got better light in there. I'm also I have a mosquito mesh between me and the mosquito, so anyway, I'm using a small torch. The macaroni's well cooked, a little beyond al dente, a little bit soft, but I don't mind it like that. The cheese is quite tasty. I didn't really think this through very well when I decided to have this for a meal, or considered that I might be eating in the tent because of the mosquitoes, but the tent's going to smell very cheesy through the night. I might have to air it out at home tomorrow. Hi, it's just after 9. I'm going to sign off now. It's been a very quiet night. I've been in the tent most of the time since dinner. There's a few mosquitoes in the tent. I'm going to try and kill them before I go to bed. Otherwise they'll wake me up with their buzzing. I find that really annoying. But unless something exceptional happens, I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It's about 6:30. It was a very relaxing night. You see some of these wild camping videos where they have these thumbnails that imply they were attacked by a storm, or there was something circling the camp. They have some sort of a paranormal experience. Well, I can say truthfully nothing happened last night. It was very relaxing. I watched the traffic through the trees. Just occasionally I could catch the headlights of a car through the trees. The road to my south and my right, it's not very busy, and I could see the approach lights, or the landing lights of aircraft on their approach to the airport. And after I signed off, I went to sleep. I woke up a couple of times, of course. I heard possums, some sort of bird, not sure, woke me up. I didn't know what it was. I was a little bit worried for a while, but then I worked out it was a bird, so I just went back to sleep. And I could hear the bats in the trees occasionally. They make a fair bit of noise from time to time. But apart from that, it was great. The mozzies are still bad. It's quite warm this morning. I'm just wearing this jumper just to protect my arms a bit. It's getting light very quickly. It's just after 6:30 now. I've been I've been up for about an hour. I've packed everything in the tent away. I want to get away early. You might be able to see mosquitoes between me and the camera. Anyway, the dawn chorus has been absolutely glorious. It's just great to wake up in the woods and to hear the birds first thing in the morning. Anyway, I'm going to continue packing up. I'll bring you back when the tent's packed up, and I'll probably make a coffee then. Plug, you can see the water's come to the boil. I'm just going to make a coffee now and enjoy the morning. I'll bring you back. Well, it's just after 7 o'clock now. It's quite overcast today. It would usually be lighter than it is now. I don't think it's going to get much brighter during the day. The last time I saw the weather forecast, we're expecting quite a lot of rain today. Okay, there's the spot I was camping at, pretty much as I found it. I am going to sign off now. I've really enjoyed this camp. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've gotten this far, thanks for watching. Maybe I'll catch you on another one. Bye for now.